The awakening of mindset, where success begins. In life, it's not your circumstances, but your mindset that determines who you become. Success is not a gift of fate, it is the product of a disciplined and trained mind. 1. Mindset, the switch of destiny. You may not get to choose where you were born, but you absolutely have the power to choose how you think every single day. And it is this mindset, not your situation, that acts as the switch that shapes your destiny. Many people live their entire lives within limitations simply because they never realized every great change begins with a small thought. Once you change the way you view the world, your world begins to change in return. Success, wealth, happiness, these are not results of luck, but the outcome of a mind that is guided, focused, and under control. Ordinary people let circumstances control their thoughts. Successful people do the opposite. They control their thoughts to rise above their circumstances. They don't wait for perfect conditions to begin. They begin to create the perfect conditions. Mindset is an invisible foundation, yet incredibly powerful. You can learn skills and accumulate wealth, but if your mind isn't properly set, everything will slip away like sand through your fingers. So if you're truly serious about your future, don't start with a job, money, or goals. Start with your mindset, because wherever your thoughts go, your life will follow. 2. Eliminate the silent saboteurs. You don't need anyone else to sabotage your dreams, because sometimes you do it to yourself, quietly, without even realizing it. The most dangerous saboteurs on the path to success aren't other people. They are the negative thoughts hidden deep within your mind. Doubt, fear, procrastination, excuses, feelings of not being good enough. These are the insiders, slowly but surely stealing your confidence, your motivation, and your ability to take action. Take a moment to reflect on your life. How many times have you said, "I'm not sure I'm good enough. Now isn't the right time. What if I fail?" Every time you think like that, a part of you, your courage, your creativity, your potential, gets suffocated. Successful people aren't fearless. They've also faced doubt, exhaustion, and moments of wanting to quit. The difference is, they don't let those thoughts control them. They've learned to listen, but not obey the voices of fear and negativity. You must do the same. Every morning, before the world has a chance to tell you you can't, reprogram your mind. I have enough strength to start. I don't need to be perfect to take action. I will not let fear decide my destiny. Confidence doesn't come from results. It comes from daring to act despite the fear. And with every small step, every silent victory, your belief will grow, not through words, but through living proof. Remember, your mind is a battlefield. Every day, you are fighting invisible enemies, and if you're not aware, they will win. But here's the good news. You can take back control. By consciously identifying toxic thoughts and replacing them with clarity, belief, and mental discipline, you will gradually eliminate these silent saboteurs. You don't lose because you're weak. You lose only when you let the enemy inside your mind live for too long. And when you learn to defeat them, day after day, you won't just survive, you'll rise stronger than ever before. Right thinking, not just positive, but strategic. In the world of personal development, you often hear the advice, just think positive. But the truth is, right thinking isn't just about being positive. It's a strategic system that is trained, controlled, and applied with intention. Positive thinking is only the beginning. It helps you stay resilient in the face of challenges. But if you stop there, you risk falling into illusion. Successful people don't just think optimistically, they think strategically. They know how to transform ideas into concrete actions. Right thinking doesn't deny reality, but it sees opportunity within difficulty. When faced with adversity, the average person complains, "Why me?" While the successful ask, "What can I learn from this?" That simple shift makes all the difference. For example, when a plan doesn't go as expected, those with the right mindset don't blame others or lose heart. They see failure as feedback, not judgment. They pause, analyze, adjust, and try again with a new strategy. That's why they move forward while others stay stuck. Right thinking is a balance between optimism and discipline, between desire and calculation. You don't just dream big, you create a clear plan. You don't just wish, you commit to action, no matter how hard it gets. It also requires consistency and persistence, especially in moments when your mind is tempted by fear, distractions, or other people's opinions. You must be the commander, not ruled by emotions, but guided by reason. Most importantly, right thinking is not an inborn talent. It is a skill that can be learned. Just like training your body at the gym, you can train your mind every day by reading, journaling, meditating, asking quality questions, and learning from those ahead of you. Success doesn't come to those who always think positively. It comes to those who think correctly and act accordingly. So stop chasing blind positivity and start cultivating strategic thinking. When you equip yourself with the right mindset, you won't just survive, you'll lead. 4. The mind, the silent warrior. Each of us carries within a warrior, not clad in armor, not wielding weapons, yet one who determines the outcome of every battle in life. That warrior is your mind. The mind is a silent warrior because it doesn't shout or boast, yet it is the battleground for the most important conflicts between belief and doubt, courage and fear, action and procrastination. Ordinary people live by emotion. They act when they feel good, quit when discouraged, and avoid when afraid. But successful people are different. They understand that an untrained mind is easily manipulated by circumstances, by others' opinions, or by wounds of the past. Like a soldier, the mind must be trained, disciplined, and directed every single day. You can't let it wander aimlessly and expect focused results. You must guide it, protect it from toxic thoughts, and master your every reaction. A strong mind isn't one that never feels anxiety. It's one that observes the fear without being ruled by it. It remains calm in chaos. It gets up after failure without punishing itself. Imagine you're going to battle every day. The enemy isn't out there. It's inside your head. The voice whispering, "I'm not good enough." The fear saying, "What if I fail?" The doubt suggesting, "Maybe I should give up." And if you're not vigilant, those thoughts will stab you in the back when you're most vulnerable. But if you train your mind like a warrior, you'll realize you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be resilient. Start with small things. Wake up a little earlier. Write your goals instead of keeping them in your head. Remind yourself every morning, "I am the master of my mind." The mind is the greatest soldier you'll ever have if you know how to train it. Once it fights for you, nothing can stand against you. Every external change begins with a silent battle within, and you win when you learn to command your own mental warrior. 5. Right thinking turns desires into destiny. Everyone has dreams, but very few live them. The reason isn't a lack of talent or opportunity, it's a lack of a strong enough mindset to turn desire into destiny. A dream without the right thinking to guide it is just an illusion, but right thinking transforms it into a plan, into action, and ultimately into reality. Successful people don't dream more than you. They simply think differently. They see desire as a call to action, not some distant fantasy. While many stop at imagining, successful people translate their desires into concrete steps and daily habits. They understand a powerful truth. Desire doesn't shape the future. The thinking behind the desire does. Right thinking doesn't say, "I hope I'll succeed." It says, "I will succeed, and here's how I begin." That's the difference between fantasy and reality. Between someone who says, "I wish," and someone who asks, "How can I?" Between those who wait for opportunity and those who create it. Right thinking empowers you to stay persistent even without immediate results. Focus on what you can control. Hold your belief even when others doubt you. Turn failure into fuel for future success. Ask yourself, am I really thinking like someone who will achieve what I want? Or are you unknowingly limiting yourself with fear, doubt, and indecision? Right thinking doesn't wait for perfection to act. It uses imperfection as a launch pad. It doesn't wait for inspiration. It creates it through action. The secret is not in your circumstances, but in how you think about them. Some people grew up with nothing and still built million-dollar empires. They weren't luckier than you. They just thought differently. A dream is only a seed, but the right mindset is the fertile soil where that seed takes root and grows. When you truly cultivate right thinking, you no longer wait for destiny. You write it yourself through every action, every choice, and every belief. You can start from zero as long as you have a clear vision. If this video resonates with you, please like to help spread positive values. Comment your biggest takeaway from this video. Subscribe to join us on a journey of mindset growth and personal transformation every single day. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a video that helps you think right, live fully, and succeed truly. Because remember, the journey to success always begins with a different perspective. If you'd like, I can help you turn this into